What's up, everybody? John from Old Running Farm here. Thanks for joining me. In today's video, we are just going to kind of give you a walk around tour, show you what's been going on with us. We've been really busy, and just want to give you an update. It is finally spring. We planted our pasture. The grass is starting to grow, which is super exciting, which means the alpacas will be over there soon. It is coming time for Herd Health Day. I keep calling it Herd Health Day. Coming up to Shearing Day. We have a big show coming up this weekend that Catherine's going to do. All kinds of stuff going on. Let's get started. So these were those rose boxes that I built last week. I don't see any real growth on these yet. But they are planted and Catherine's watering them. The mother-in-law house build is coming right along. We'll give you an update on that shortly. Hi, Pepper. Peppers. We got FedEx at the door. Okay. So that was actually got some new business cards for Sawdust and Sapwood and some thank you cards for Old Running Farm. Catherine's got some more eggs in the incubator. Those are eggs that she bought from hatcheries near us, farms near us. So she tried to do the store-bought eggs hatching in the incubator. That didn't work, so now she's doing the locally bought eggs. We got our wood stove is actually coming in next week, which is really exciting. Instead of the pellet stove, so we're going to be getting rid of that. I went and picked up the new floor plate for it, which is a single 4-foot square piece of tile. So that was interesting trying to get that home. We got some chicky poos here. We just gave them fresh bedding, but they just kicked the food all over the place. That's why it looks kind of gross. But look how cute these are. These are actually, our plumber is local, and he likes chicks. He likes chicks, LOL. He has chickens, and so we did some barter work. He did some plumbing work for us, and we're hatching some chicks for him. And look, looks like we got a couple frizzles for toll bunts, so that's good. We have some older chicks over here, so those guys will be outside soon. Yeah, it looks like we got 2 frizzles for the toll bunts, which is good because we weren't getting a lot of frizzles before, but now we are. Look how cute you are. All right, I'll leave you. Oh, sorry. So we're prepping for the show, and these were a huge seller at the Flower and Garden Show. And so you see, this is how they come out on a sheet. So now we have to go through and organize all these. The cat's at work, so I think this is going to have to be a John project. So either later today or something. So coming up this weekend is the Madison Earth Day show or something like that. I did a bad job of taking pictures ahead of time, but we actually have some pretty cool stuff. So let me swing the camera around here. So I've gotten basically everything packed up. So this is all the stuff we're going to be bringing to the show. That right there is actually a giant, about 5-foot tall bear, which is the biggest bear I've ever done, and it's the first full-legged bear I've done. I wish I had a picture of it. You know what? I do have a temporary picture of it, which I'll throw up right now. But I got a big mushroom over there. I got a bunch of big mushrooms up front. This is full of mushrooms. I don't think we're going to bring any trees because there's not really any point, because it's just too early in the year. I got my laser cut signs in there, and display tables here, tables. Oh, it's gonna be good. I also went out and got this plant stake thing right here, because we didn't sell a ton of these signs, but especially now that it's coming towards Mother's Day, we figured having signs that say, obviously, Mom's Garden, that would be helpful. And also, we had these just hanging on a rack before, and I think people weren't really envisioning how these would be displayed, so we didn't sell a ton of them. But I think having this display, showing the stake, sorry about the propane, I was using that to burn the bears, I think that'll give a better visual to it. I think it looks much better. You can really tell what it is. And I also, I had previously tried to make some not raised beds, like little planter boxes out of pieces like this. Because Catherine saw an idea that was like the top cuts with bark, but I didn't have a piece for it, and I couldn't really envision it. So I tried doing strips, but anyway, that didn't really work. So I have these now, which are 1x2s, which I think I'll cut some wooden stakes for, and I can just have them for sale. You know, people can either use them for tomato stakes or whatever, sell them for a couple bucks. And people can also, you know, use it as a wooden stake to hang the signs. Just figuring I'd give some people, you know, more options. All right, so before we go check on the animals, let's go give you an updated progress tour on Joanne's house. All right, so here we come up the driveway, and the house now has a full roof. So that's really exciting. I'm surprised the guys aren't here today. They've been here a lot. And I mean, you can see, I mean, look how it looks so good. And like I've said a bunch of times, it's been really cool for me to see like all the detailing on this. You know, not as someone, you know, obviously I'm not a builder, but I do build things. And so it's cool to see, as I sneak through the studs here, it's cool to see like how they actually do it. And I mean, all right, so here's the tour. So we are currently in the master bedroom. And while the ceiling looks vaulted, I guess it's just gonna have a tray ceiling, which will probably be better for heat retention in here anyway. And so this is gonna be the top of the window. So I would imagine the ceiling probably starts about there, which must be, gotta be 10 feet up, maybe 9. Probably 10, it's hard to say. But anyway, oh yeah, it probably goes right to there. But anywho, so this is all looking really good so far. I mean, these guys have done a tremendous job, and it's just cool to see all this framework. Like, I have framed plenty of roofs in my day. None of them have looked anything like this. And you know, this also has, you know, where it meets this truss, rafter, like just that whole conglomeration of angles, I can't even imagine. You know, so in here, so this will be like the living room. There's gonna be a gas fireplace right there. And this has the vaulted ceiling. And so that just looks so cool. And there's gonna be these beautiful, I think French doors right here, or sliders right here. And we'll have like a little patio for her out here. And I think we'll go and plant some trees all along there. And yeah, it'll be very nice, very, very nice. Gonna be a skylight up there. This will be the kitchen. Skylight in the kitchen. And it'll be a nice big window where she can look out and look at our mess. And then back here to the main entrance. This must be like I don't know if that's utilities. Bathroom's gonna be right here, a half bath. I think this will be a closet. Maybe another closet. I'm not really sure. But then in here is, that's where the trapdoor is for the crawl space, which is pretty cool. All right, so now we're in our little side garden here. It's right by our fish tank. Whoa! And you can see a lot of these are coming back, which is really good. So these are roses that we planted last year. I think that's fresh. Yeah, it's fresh growth on them, so that's great. All these daffodils coming up. And then these were some of the other roses that we planted. And so you can see like these are definitely growing something. So we got these old trellises out here. And let's see, we got some peonies coming up, which is good. These were freshly planted. And this is, I think, one of our perennial grasses. I'm not sure if these, I don't know if there's anything happening in there. This thing is looking splendiferous. I mean, the other day when we got like our first rain in a long time, this bark looked so freaking green, it was crazy. But I mean, look how green all these leaves look. That's great. No, this is not a marijuana plant. This is a Japanese maple tree, little one. But again, all these daffodils coming up, which is great. And then I think, yeah, we saw there's some growth from these hydrangeas in here. Allium's coming up again right there. Whatever those are, so that's good. Got our fish going in here. So they seem to have all survived the winter, which is tremendous. Love that. Probably got to clean out these filters. These are going a little slow, but need to fill this up with plants too. I know some of these are perennials, but we'll need some more. And then in here, so I don't know how well it shows up on screen, but there's a little patch of grass over there. And now it's interesting because you can see some grass growing here, but then nothing over here. So I'm not sure why that is. But so, you know, looking at this, we were using seed that was, some of it was 2 years old. So, and we mixed a whole bunch of stuff all together. But so you can see like this little patch is coming through, but then nothing really else over here. So I wasn't 100% sure why. You know, again, maybe some of the seed lasted better than the others, which is fine, again, because it was 2 years old and we had seeded down here previously with no results. So even just seeing this is a big improvement over the last time we tried. So what I did was I got another bag of grass. So I have another 50-pound bag of grass. So I'm gonna come and I'm gonna seed it again. And then I, as you can see up there, I still have some compost left over. So I'll just throw that down as like a top dressing. And then hopefully we can really grow some grass. I'm hoping to do that either today or tomorrow, because I think it's supposed to rain at some point over the weekend. And I just like to get that done and out of the way so that I can focus on chainsaw carving going forward. Because like I said, we have a big show coming this weekend. It's a 2-day show. And then I have the next weekend off. And then the following weekend, Catherine has an Old Reading Farm show on Saturday. And then I think she's also gonna do the show that we have on Sunday, which is also shearing day. So it's gonna be a busy few weeks. And honestly, it has been, it has been hard to sort of keep all this stuff going. Just because it's so much, and you know, having a full-time job is also tough. But you know, we're working on it, we're getting through it, doing a good job. All right, guys, that is gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.